After being misled all of your life by a stupid triangle, you decided to give the Carnivore Diet a try to regain your health, but it was harder than you thought giving up all the sugar and carbs, leading you to fail multiple times trying to just eat meat. But instead of staying down and cowering in the corner with a Twinkie in your mouth, you decided to get back up and come out swinging. That, dear viewer, makes you a warrior.
You warriors are good. Real good. The best.
The best.
The best.
Hey guys, welcome back to the morning meeting. Look who we got here with
Hey
us.
everybody. Long time no see. Well, literally no see, but long time.
Yeah, over 3 months.
Yeah.
Since she's been on the channel, and really glad you guys made it here this morning. If you're watching the replay, we are getting together every morning at 11 a.m. Eastern and talking about our struggles with food, man.
The struggle is real.
It's really real.
Mm-hmm.
But this meeting has been off the charts good for me, let me tell you. Right? You've seen it behind the scenes.
Absolutely.
It's kept me on track.
He's doing really well.
Yeah. So I'm
Really
feeling good.
well.
Feeling good about that.
Yeah.
And so good to see y'all. Oh, really?
That was Nala.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Nala's fault.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you, old Cassie style, say hi to everybody. Come on,
Okay.
fire it up.
Well, hey everybody. I have control of the mouse. Okay. Wow, I have complete control.
You usually do when we say hi to everybody because you fire through.
All right. So we got Mama P in the house. Wait, let me fix that. Hey, Mama P, how are you? It's been a long time. I hope you're doing well. And John Weiss and Sandy. Sandy says, yippee, I made it to alive. I'm Sandy from Southern California. Watch all your vids. Excited that Cassie will be joining in more. I messed up and on day one again. Sandy, I'm right there with you. Right there with you. Starting over, right? If at first you don't succeed.
Try again.
That's right. That is correct.
I need some of your
That
elements.
is my lemonade element.
Oh, I don't know where I put my water.
I don't either. So we have Barbara Turner in the house under the pen name Penman Pete. It must be her husband's account. Hey Barbara, how are you? And we got Cowgirl. What's going on, Cowgirl? And V. Osborne and Tammy. Shell Bell. Hello, we got Amber in the house. Amber and Dan, or just Amber? Says, good morning, finishing up my walk. You are rocking it, by the way, lady.
Yeah, big time.
Late start this morning, listening in, and I'll join in the chat when I'm done. Awesome.
Cool.
Awesome. Watching every day from work. Yay, we get a special guest. Who could that be? We'll bring Rosie in later. We all know how Rosie dictates the lives. Oh, hey. Amy says, hey, or here, hey, Cassie and Larry. Hello,
Hey, Amy.
hello. And yes, Mama P.
P.
If I can just start this out real quick, Miss Cindy. Prayer warriors. Cindy needs your prayers for a multitude of reasons. So, you know, when you're saying your daily prayers or your prayers before you go to bed, or just right now, if you want to bow your head and say a quick prayer, Miss Cindy could certainly use some prayers. And I know we have the best prayer warriors in the house, in YouTube land anyway, other than, you know, maybe Adrian Rogers' YouTube channel. But yeah, she could use your prayers. And just pray for the community as a whole. I thank you in advance. And Angela. Hello, Angela.
Vietnam.
Good morning, Vietnam. I know that line. I saw that movie in the theaters twice. I love that movie. Hello, Renee. Renee says, good morning, y'all. Glad to see you back, Cassie. It's good to be back. It's been a while. I've been up to a lot of baby puke and baby diapers and work and all kinds of things. I've been up to an awful lot, but I am getting my way back in little by little. I dipped my toes in the water yesterday. And yeah, speaking of yesterday, Aaron was with us. So was Cindy. So
yeah, we had a great members live.
Yes.
Had everybody up on screen with us. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
We went almost an hour too.
Yeah, we did.
I was surprised we went that long.
It was great. It was great. Good morning, Melissa. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Larry said that too. I am not feeling it, and only you know how you feel. But
She gained a few pounds. So
yeah,
no big deal.
yeah, no, I feel it though.
Not nearly as much as me.
No, Kathleen Oliver. Larry's always smiling, but his smile always seems to be a little bit bigger and a little bit brighter when I'm with him.
Yeah, you guys haven't seen Cassie a whole lot. Well, neither have I, because she really has been spending a lot of time at our daughters with the grandbaby, and I can't blame her.
She's
at
the
all.
cutest
Oh,
little
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You gotta enjoy her. You know, our first grandchild is in Colorado, so
Yeah.
we didn't, get to come here, you little baby. But this little one, Cassie's eating it up.
Oh yeah, I can't get enough of her. Shell Bell says, I've been praying for you. Come on now for this. I've been praying for you to come on for this. I've seen that I need them now. I'll be adding Cindy to prayer. That's awesome. Yeah, thank you. Hello, Deborah. Good morning. And we got Lori.
Hey, Lori.
And Victoria. Hello, Victoria. Good to see you too.
It means the world stopping by every morning this week. I see so many of the same people, and that I really dig that. It's because kind of get a vibe of how everybody's week's been going.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
So I already burned through them. I'm way ahead of the game.
Oh wow!
Here.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't acknowledge everybody.
No, that's cool.
Hello, Arthur from Fort Worth, and we got Brenda.
Oh.
And we've got Jennifer. Stormy weather. So yeah, that's very cool. We got a few new ones.
Okay, cool.
Okay, awesome.
All right, well, let me see it because I know where that graphic is. Pull up our topic for today.
Drum roll.
Yep. So Monday we talked about what food addiction means to me. Tuesday we talked about the first time I realized I had a problem. 3, we talked about trigger foods. And today, physical versus emotional hunger. Mm-hmm. So do you have any thoughts on that?
I'm always either physically or emotionally hungry. So sometimes,
Really?
and mostly spiritually. So I'm just a hungry girl.
And that's all you got? Kidding.
That's what I got for now. Let's talk about everybody else, and then I'll interject.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, everybody throw in the chat. Physical versus emotional hunger.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for us, I can speak for Cassie. The first time we ever were really ever to made the distinction between the two was when we did the BBBE challenge the first time.
For sure.
That's when we really realized when our body's really hungry.
Mm-hmm.
And emotional eating. I mean, we all know what that is. You get some bad news.
Or some good news.
Yeah, or some good news and you want to celebrate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can go either way, and you
Mm-hmm.
just want to throw something delicious in your mouth and throw the big party.
Oh, yeah.
And it was the same way when I drank. I mentioned a couple days ago here in group, I'd get 3-4 days sober. Cassie was at the end of her rope with me,
Mm-hmm.
and she, I'd be doing great. And then we'd have like a couple days where we didn't fight. We'd go out and do something, and I'd almost like have a celebratory attitude, and I'd pick up a drink, and she'd be like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
We had a great couple days. We had a great week. Why are you doing this? And that was when I really started to realize what a problem I had with alcohol. And I can vividly remember one time we were in the kitchen, and you just burst out in tears, and you're just like, "Why? Why did you have a drink?" And I didn't have an answer for her. And that's the definition of insanity, right?
Doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results.
Yeah, it was just, there was no rhyme or reason why I did it. And food's the same way. So,
I'm just going to the comments. We were on that
Up
for
there.
a minute. Comments. Yeah.
I guess she's tired of hearing me talk.
That is not true. That is not true. Yeah.
But yeah, the BBBE challenge really taught us, the difference between physical hunger and emotional hunger.
Mm-hmm.
And, I got to tell you too, when we had that scare with Cassie's cancer blood work, that her numbers were What were those numbers? The
They were
CNA?
elevated. CEA, it was
yeah.
a 19 when like 4 is normal.
Yeah.
But we know what that was.
Right. Long-time subscribers know it was a false positive. And
A response to dairy, to
Yeah,
cheese,
she
an
was picking
inflammatory
on cheese.
response. It affected my numbers to where my doctors thought that I had cancer. So many of you know that. How many new people do we have that are here just finding out about Carnivore Quest and Larry and myself, and you've only just started watching, like, say, maybe the last 3 months, because I haven't been here. We have quite the story, we do. Emotionally, and the trauma we've experienced and everything we've overcome, and both physical, emotional, and you name it, every which way to Sunday. But yeah. So a question from John, though, I saw this, it popped out. Does boredom eating count as emotional eating? I would have to say yeah.
yeah, I would think so. I mean, we're no experts, John, but I would categorize it as that, and that's a big one. You get bored, I want to put something in the mouth.
Yep.
And that's, we're so spoiled as a society that when we're bored, we could just, I'll just eat something. It wasn't that way that long ago.
Right. Yeah. And that can still be done, at least in my case, while eating a Ketovore or Carnivore, depends on your label, lifestyle. I would binge eat. So one thing I've learned over these past few months, especially since like February, a little bit before that, maybe January is when it really started to hit me, that just because I'm on carnivore did not stop the just eating disorder, the binge eating. I fell on cheese and then the chaffles and the poffles, and I would still overeat because those flavors were so much. My gosh, the perfect example of that too is the fried chicken recipe.
Yeah.
That video.
Yeah.
Did you all see that one? You know which one I'm talking about. Some of you do, some of you don't. And I just shoveled that food in my mouth. It was so good, the binge eating, and I just couldn't get enough of the flavor.
That was the fried chicken video.
Chicken fried chicken, clean.
At the end of the video, she tastes it for all of you. She's like, oh, it's so good. Well, she thought the camera was off, and I left it rolling, and she's sitting there just, oh my gosh, it's so good. And she just shovel it in her mouth. And I love that. I love that clip.
Yeah.
But that was good recipe, and now it's clean.
It's clean, but it just goes to show, if you don't have your eating disorders in check, they're going to spill over even into the proper human diet, right? It can still happen. So that's, carnivore, ketovore, even keto isn't the be all end all. Now we're going into the 5-year mark of, I know, right? And this just goes to show, 5 years, the determination is there. Even cancer, even the threat of cancer or the scare that cancer could make a return still doesn't stop you. So that dopamine, that want for dopamine and the gratification you get with every bite that you put into your mouth, even cancer, it wouldn't scare it away. So there's still a lot of work to be done. And I'm not saying this is the case for everybody, but as we're documenting our journey, right? This is certainly the case for me and you. Cancer, even cancer couldn't stop me.
The quest.
The quest. It is a quest, but I definitely need to tighten up.
Jay says, please remember to hit that like button. Yeah, that'd be cool, guys. And like Dr. Barry always says, be really awesome if you share this video in your social media. It'd be cool to grow the group. And that's always nice, right?
Always nice.
Yep.
This is my favorite part of the channel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cassie
the
loves live
lives.
streaming.
I love connecting with everybody, and I think it's great. We just have this conversation, especially the members, because we invite people in.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's, face to face, right? Via digitally, but it's still pretty cool.
Melissa Andrews, lost my first pound of the challenge.
Hey, congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good for you.
That is really cool. I actually weighed in yesterday. It'll be in my vlog tonight. I'm not going to spill the beans on my progress. You guys got to watch.
Yeah.
I know you guys will check it out.
Well, they will.
Yeah, this group. B. Osborne, I'm learning when I am emotionally eating. Yeah, it is a learning process, you know?
Yeah.
You start figuring things out. And gosh, our first year and a half of content, we learned so much about ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so.
And here we are 3.5 years later.
Right.
Just about, we're still learning. We're still learning. We're still battling. You know, it's when we first started, right? And I'm sure many of you thought this too. You know, I'm going to start carnivore. I've seen A, B, and C, and they've had amazing results, and they managed to keep it off. They're in the best health of their life, and it didn't exactly work out that way for you. You know, you let the emotions, you let the stress, you let those eating disorders come back into your life, and whether you did a keto, carnivore, dirty, whatever, or you went back to sad, you know, we're still learning.
Yeah,
and
we're
it
not
didn't,
perfect.
It didn't go off like that. You know,
And we're not perfect.
No, gosh, no. No.
None of us are.
I think a lot of us are dealing with what you were dealing with and what I am now dealing with again. The weight gain and falling back on.
Yeah, and when you do gain weight back, it's. I mean, I did a video specifically about this. Seems like it's harder every time, and it is. I mean, that's the first time around. I didn't need a live stream every day and a group to lean on, you know. And now, I mean, I'm really utilizing it.
Yeah.
You know, to keep me motivated. And Cassie's just getting back on the horse. I told everybody you haven't been totally going off the rails.
No.
But you haven't been doing things that are optimal for weight loss.
I haven't been No,
Right.
I've not been in weight loss mode. Like, I'll eat low carb foods, and I have had some sad meals here. I'm not gonna water that down or anything.
When she's over at Holly's, her daughter's.
Or whatever. If I'm out and about, like I had a weekday trip with the girls, and we went up into the mountains, and yeah, we definitely went for it. Little Larry's birthday, you know, we went out to dinner. Larry didn't go with us, or we went out to lunch, and you didn't go with us for that very reason.
Yeah, I skipped out on 2 restaurant trips.
Yeah, and then cake later, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, I forgot exactly what my point was. Just talking about, you know, I didn't go full blown sad, right? But I did eat way more than I should have, and I did not track, and I just didn't even care. I'm not in, and I haven't been for a long time, the mindset of weight loss mode. Right. You know, getting healthy. It's just like, just get by. And it's not working out well.
Yeah, she's going to sit down. We've talked about it. So she just, you know, very, just go over everything that happened, you know, her state of mind. And, you know, there's probably 4 or 5 reasons she stepped away from the channel. And she really wasn't worried about it. And one of the reasons was our granddaughter, one of the big reasons. But there were other reasons. And, well, you know, you'll talk about that in that video.
For sure. Sure. Which I did good when she was born and in the hospital. And then it just, I don't know, just started to snowball.
Sandy. What's up, Sandy? I'm an emotional eater. Happy, sad, scared, bored, ugh. Yeah, you just, you named them all right there, Sandy.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club. Ellen, Cassie's here.
Hey, Ellen.
Lori, it's nice to actually feel hungry. Isn't that true? You know, the vlog of that is it tonight? Gosh, they're all a blur. But when I eat dinner, it's like I take a bite and I'm so hungry. It tastes so good. And you know, when I'm eating crap every day, sneak out and get my Big Macs. You know, you're not really hungry at all. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Just feeding that addiction.
Well, because you're always eating.
Yeah, and your intestines feel like they're full of
paste.
You know, you feel bloated. Yeah. You just feel gross. Ricky Lee, what is up? Larry, you inspired me to do a 40-hour fast. Thanks. Can't wait for tomorrow at 1 p.m. Very cool.
Good for you.
Yeah, great job, Ricky.
Yeah.
Awesome. Deb, Cindy, hi all. Just finished leg workout. Let's go. Well, there's a better warrior than me. I have not exercised really, 3 days? It's just been so hot.
It's something that is on my mind every day. I have all the equipment. I even bought a new DVD for the Wii a new exercise routine because I think it would be fun if you have a goal or it's made more into a game. It should be easier to do, and I've yet to take that first step. One of these days.
Well, we just had a huge storm last night, and
Thought we were gonna lose power.
we had a 30-degree temperature swing in about a half hour, and it cooled off. It was so nice.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to gradually get cooler this next 3 or 4 days. So I'll be outside, getting some stuff done.
Yep.
And I was gonna tell you guys about my daily vlogs. I think next week for my daily vlogs, I'm not going to do daily vlogs like put out a video. I think I'm going to do an evening live stream. So we'll have our morning meetings, for more of the food addicts that are in our space. And then in the evenings, I'll do a live stream for just to show you guys what I ate that day, and then hear about, what you guys had throughout the day too. And I'm just going to do that for a week and see how that goes, because doing these videos every single day, I'm on this computer like 12 hours a day.
Yeah, I don't see you much when I'm home.
Right.
Because you're so busy.
Right, and which is good. It's really good for me, but
I mean, it keeps you busy, keeps the food out of your mouth, but
yeah, it's I don't want to suffer from burnout, and I've had a few people say that, so I think that's the plan for next week. Because I want to be on here saying every single day for 100 days what I'm having, staying accountable. But I think for a week we'll do it through a live stream. And if I have an idea for a video, I'll still drop a regular video throughout the week. But so that'd be cool. So we'll have a morning live stream and an evening live stream. Be a little different each one. Kathleen, I rarely get physically hungry. Mine is 98% emotional. Boredom, mad, sad, celebrate. That's the social thing. It's let's go for breakfast, lunch, etc.
Yeah. I mean, that's been embedded into our everyday life. People go out to eat and
celebrate
it's
with food.
Just a normal thing. It's a birthday party. It's not just celebrating the birthday. You're having the food. It's about the food. These parties, these backyard barbecues, things like that. It's all about the food. Yeah. And maybe some social time, but mostly the food.
Yeah, it's a good time. Gidget. Hey, Gidget. Hey. Good to see you. Had fun with you last night. My hunger is driven by my emotions. What?
No.
Yeah, I saw her go like this. It looked creepy. I'm physically hungry. When I'm physically hungry, my stomach lets me know. Emotional eating, I will rationalize why I need to walk to the freezer and grab the ice cream. Yep, talk yourself into it.
Oh, yeah. One of the phrases I've recently used, I'm an adult. I can have whatever I want.
Yeah.
I literally said that out loud while making a batch of something I should not have been while you were sleeping. Because I don't want to tempt you.
Right.
Even though I have. And he's been really good. Like the other day, I did order some pizza. And he I know that's not very supportive. But, I'm in my own funk, and, yeah.
Yeah, her little area had it.
You went to bed.
I did. I was like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel bad about that. I'm sure.
Don't feel bad about it.
Well, come on now. I've always been your support.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you taking over?
I just...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe. Because you get like a half hour behind.
I do. I just, if anybody's got their feelings about the topic, I want to bring it up,
Well, a lot of times you've got to go down. Anyway.
Okay. All right. Anyway. Good morning, guys. Cassie, glad to have you back on this journey. I'm for sure an emotional eater. Well, Welcome, Sandra. Glad you're here.
Yeah.
And good morning.
Good morning.
Deborah, like the rest of us, I'm a boredom and emotional eater. Yeah, boredom's a huge one.
Yeah.
All right, talking amongst themselves. Losing Drea. Hi, Cassie and Larry, and everyone. Hey.
Hello.
John, I have issues recognizing physical hunger cues due to my gastric sleeve. They say to eat till you're full, but I get full unnaturally fast because of my tiny tummy. I never know if I'm eating enough, though. Yeah, that's got to be rough, John.
Yeah.
For sure, because they take your stomach down to like the size of a grape, right? Something like that.
I don't know.
I'm going down a little bit, guys. Oops. Hey. Uh-oh. Sorry, guys. We should have these off. It's Holly.
Yeah.
It's our daughter twice.
I'm going to send her a message real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Lady, what's up?
Lady Fritzader.
Yeah, I always see that last part and I'm like, Fritzader. I had eggs and air fried chicken thigh skins for my first meal. Cool. Awesome. You guys are talking amongst yourselves. Losing Drea, not new, but I haven't been here in a bit. Been going through death of my mom almost a year ago, and I just moved. It took over a month, and now I have worse symptoms than I previous before screwing up. Yeah, it comes back with a vengeance, right? Well, glad you're back, and we'll do our best to keep you on track as we're fighting. Right along with us.
Always fighting.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm looking for anybody. Karen, when I eat something wrong, I have to eat until gone.
Yep. There are no leftovers and there is no throwing it away.
Right. Yeah. You
gotta finish it no matter how full you feel.
Eat till you're miserable. That is a fact.
Oh my gosh. Just what can I eat? Just one more meal. Just one more thing. That too. All right.
Sandy, I keep starting over. Don't want to give up. Had cancer 3 years ago and going to have my 3-year checkup in August with oncologists. Well, Sandy, you're in the right place.
Yeah.
Girl, because we're probably considered the black sheep of the carnivore community by all the other influencers. I mean, look at these people. They keep losing and gaining weight.
Yeah, they're doing it on purpose. Because yes, everybody likes to feel unhealthy and extra insulation.
Right.
Yeah.
No, so you're in the right place, Sandy.
Yeah.
You just start over and fight right along our side.
Yep. You just got to fight. Yeah.
Stormy. There is a whole facet of this, which is dealing with your emotions and addictive behaviors.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Libby.
I'm 7 years in and I still want to cheat.
Yeah.
Wow. 7 years and you've never cheated? That's amazing. But if you have,
or she has and
right.
She's doing well now and still thinks about it. Yeah.
These girls, hi Cassie and Larry, good morning all. I'll be praying for Cindy. Very cool.
Awesome. Y'all are the best. You really are. Prayer warriors.
All right, let's see. Ooh.
Hey, what up, T?
There's a long time. Subscriber. Hello, Cassie and Larry. God bless y'all. Awesome. That's T?
Not Lady T.
Oh, okay.
Different T. I still remember that.
B. Osborne, I'm not sure how to get over the emotional eating. Yeah, we're still trying to figure that out too.
Yeah.
Cassie and I, if we get in a spat, we're a married couple. Once in a while we butt heads. 22 years together. And, first thing I think of is food. I want, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, man.
We've been together 23.
Oh, okay.
Married for almost 22. Just like
that's what I was talking about.
Okay.
Man, I want something to eat now.
Right. Well, I'm reading that comment from John. Hold up.
Okay.
Go ahead, highlight that one.
I want to say this.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, Stormy. I lost 1.5 pounds since the challenge started too. Awesome.
Yay.
All right, there we go.
All right. John is, replying to Ricky Lee. Chris Cooking Nashville has a recipe for chicken fried steak / chicken on his YouTube channel. Well, guess what, Ricky Lee? I have a recipe too. And as much as I love Chris, I think mine's probably better.
Yeah, And Cassie's always saying what a genius Chris is.
Oh, I love Chris.
You know,
He is a genius.
Yeah, I want to check out his mayo video. Have you ever watched that? How to make his mayo?
No, but Carnivore Chef has one out there as well.
Okay.
And I like him an awful lot too. Reed, he was, to me, besides Maria Emmerich, he was the original
Sure.
carnivore chef. He really was. When we first got into it, we're like, look at this guy. What is he doing with these foods? You know, I saw the mac and cheese and the tacos and all this, and it's dirty carnivore, of course.
The master of pork rinds.
Yeah, and trash cheese. And
he started his channel about 3 months before we started ours.
yeah.
So he was around before, you know, all the rest of them.
Yeah, but Chris, he's like a mad scientist in the kitchen when it comes to certain things, when it comes to a lot, actually. But, yeah, but anyway, I have a fried chicken recipe that will knock your socks off. So, it's okay to check that out.
Yeah, you can just search Carnivore Quest fried chicken.
Cooking playlist under Cassie's cooking.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. Right there.
This one,
Karen
this one.
Walker.
All right. Go ahead, baby doll.
Oh, she says 6 years post colorectal cancer free. Awesome. Doing fast today. Thank you for all the support. I've fallen off this summer, started back, almost done with a 24-hour fast, trying to go longer. Good for you. Good for you. That it's so hard to get back into that mindset. You know, I mean, Karen, I'm right there with you. You know, this will be what it was 2016, so 9 years. 9 years this year that since I've been cancer free. And you know, you had cancer, you know, the possibility of feeding yourself sugar and things that you shouldn't be having, or feeding in a way, like even with carnivore, you know, like I would eat so much heavy cream and dairy. It's like, this is not good for me. It needs to be meat only, very little seasonings. I mean, that's ideal. But anyway, I'm proud of you. Good job. And maybe you're the one who's going to give me that extra inspiration to go the extra mile today. Even though I'm back on track, sort of. Even though I ate a lot of peanut butter last night.
Yeah,
But I'm trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get there, babe.
Yeah. Yeah. And I have a cheesecake recipe out too. Hey, Broken Carnivore. How's it going, Kelly? I hope you're doing great. Y'all check out Kelly. He has a channel, The Broken Carnivore, and he's a good person. He just went on a mission to Mexico, yeah? He did some missionary work. That's awesome. Yeah. Oh, Star Trek fan. A fat, sarcastic Star Trek fan.
Good
We were
morning.
actually talking about Star Trek at work the other day.
No, yeah.
About the debate was which one was best, and we were both in agreement that The Next Generation is by far the best Star Trek.
Yeah. I'm a fan of Next Generation, Voyager, and Enterprise. I like all three of those.
Yeah. So Aaron has to say, not eating cheese has helped me from eating emotionally. Cheese was an easy snack. Open the fridge, quick and easy to eat. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, well, good for you.
Yeah.
Ebbs and flows, right?
Yeah, we've gone through that so many times. The cheese.
No cheese, no dairy. Back to cheese, back to dairy. I can't live without it. I love it. I hate it. You know, it's just a never-ending
Brutalness.
cyclical battle. It's terrible.
Mandy, hey Mandy, how you doing? I have been falling for 3 years. Failing, sorry. But I lose when I give up.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact. I've started again and doing things differently than other time. Keep going. I'm proud of everyone who cares enough to keep pushing on.
Nice.
Yeah. It would be easy just to lay down, eat a bunch of food, you know, get up to 400 pounds, have a heart attack, and die. That's the easy way to do it.
Yeah.
But no, we're not going to do that.
And I still don't think that any of us are safe from the heart attack or the stroke because of all the damage we've done our entire lives. So really a year or 2 or 3 or whatever of carnivore. I just think if there's so much damage that's been done, we really need to be vigilant. I need to take my own advice here. You know, it's like, just because you're healthier and you're in a better place, a year into carnivore, you lost 100 pounds or whatever, those risk factors are still, they're still present.
Just the fact that you're here on the stream, you're talking to everybody, like you just said, oh, I can't say I've been doing it lately. Or, it's going to do you some good, to kind of refocus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do believe that because this whole last week I've been kind of waiting, to see, when you're going to like start getting strict again. And I know it's
I'm
coming.
still trying. No, you're right. And
I know it's coming.
the battle in my head lately has been, and for all those of you who saw my Ketovore transition, why I went to Ketovore. And I think that I just need to go back to carnivore. Gosh, I don't want to, because for me, the loose stool it's just brutal.
Yeah, we've talked about it here in group
so many times, and I don't want to deal with that again. And it's been semi-regular, and it's been really nice not having to constantly worry about that.
Pooping your pants.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the way. For those of you that don't know, Cassie had part of her colon removed
twice, 2 different occasions
for colon cancer, and she gets pretty runny stool.
Yeah,
let's put it that way.
It's not great, and it's stalled me from getting back on the carnivore wagon so many times.
Yeah, I told her, see if you could just do strict carnivore and just utilize the little bit of peanut butter, because the peanut butter seems to help. Just a couple spoonfuls a day, and see if that happens. And you've never really done that experiment, done strict carnivore with just a little bit of peanut butter every day.
No, I've not.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how to do a little bit of peanut butter.
Well, give it to me and I'll dish it out to you like medicine.
We'll ration it out, right?
Right. And then you'll have the critics on your, peanut butter is not carnivore.
It's not carnivore. Yeah, I know.
You can go to hell.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Oh, don't forget to hit the like button. Great idea, T. Awesome.
Ding.
Just a little reminder for everybody. Hey, Jane, good morning. Hello, good morning, Larry Cassie. What is up? Yeah.
Go back up. Truckabilly.
Oh, okay.
That's an interesting, because there's a lot to be said about that. He said, how many times do I go to a party and nope, I eat clean, but then the next day I lose it and eat junk. Anybody else deal with that too? I don't know if maybe
done that.
You're triggered, right?
I don't know.
It's like you're so proud of yourself for getting by that party, and that was such a major accomplishment. And then the next day, those thoughts, they enter your mind, and next thing you know, you're in a drive-through, you're at the grocery store, or whatever.
Yep.
But yeah, you're
That's
right.
happened to us.
Mm-hmm.
Jessica Wolf, hey, I'm glad I made the live. Well, I'm
Yay.
glad you made it too, Jessica. Welcome.
Welcome.
That was at 11:48. Oh, we're a little behind. That's okay though.
Yeah.
Joy is your lesson. What a cool name. I have been slowly gaining since last September. This morning I weighed in at the highest weight since August 2023.
Fortuitously.
You didn't think I'd get it, huh?
Nope.
Well, I would have. Fortuitous. See,
Right.
It's the dentures, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Fortuitously, I accidentally deleted all my Bluetooth scale data this AM.
Well, so you're starting fresh.
Yeah,
Maybe
starting
just
fresh.
forget all of that. But
Right.
I'm right there with you. That's when it started for me, for us, right? September.
Yeah.
Our anniversary meal. We said, we're good. We can moderate. We've got this now. I was on top of the world. Never felt better. Never thought I'd go back. And we went to this expensive Italian restaurant because everything is handmade with quality ingredients. And a place I've been wanting to go to for years. And we thought we could get by it.
I made the reservation and surprised her with it.
And we were going to cancel.
Yeah, we were, but we didn't. And
because?
I regret that. Because you've been wanting to go there.
No, because it would have cost us $50.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
There was a cancellation fee. I'm like, well, it looks like we're going now.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed every bite. I'm not going to lie. It was freaking amazing.
Yeah,
but
it was like one of the nicest restaurants I've ever.
And here we are today.
It's one of the nicest restaurants I've ever been to.
One meal. Yeah. One meal. No, that moderation, no. I cannot moderate. All or nothing.
Karen, we need to eat at home. No fast food drive-through. In-store look, some food poison, and it caused too much. They can just keep it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eat at home. Eat at home. But I'll tell you, the drive-through or, getting some patties somewhere like McDonald's, it really is a huge help if you're in a pinch and you're hungry.
If you're in a pinch.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
you got to be disciplined enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
To not get them with the buns.
Right, right.
Uh,
Rochelle.
Rochelle, good
Good
morning,
morning.
everyone. Happy to see you back, Cassie.
Good to be back. It really is.
Shannon, it gets increasingly difficult for me to get back on carnivore the more I allow myself to eat anything off this plan.
Yeah.
Yep. Same experience for us. It's a little harder every time.
Yep. Every time.
But what is it? To break an addiction, you usually fall an average of 11 times. So that's what somebody
Well,
said
we're
the other
close. We're at about that limit.
day. Right. Stormy, I like Lily Kane's homemade carnivore Big Mac.
Not seen that
I've
one.
not seen that one. I'm gonna
That's
check.
right up your alley.
Yeah, heck yeah. I'm gonna check that out. Thank you, Jen. Awesome. Gidget, I have been on and off carnivore since February when I started this new challenge. I measured myself and I had lost 9.5 inches overall. That surprised me, even after messing up. Awesome.
Yeah.
It's a lot of inches.
That is a lot of inches. That's a lot. Not much.
Right.
That's about that much, maybe. That's a lot.
Good for you.
All that extra insulation just hanging on.
Jessica, what's up, Jessica? Larry, I just want to say I appreciate your honesty in your wins and your fails. It helps to not feel alone on the struggle bus.
Yeah.
To break free from addiction of carbs and sugar. Well, that's really cool,
Yeah.
Jessica. That means the world to me and Cassie because sometimes we do. I mean, that black sheep feeling in the carnivore community. But then we see a comment like that, and those they're perfect carnivores. They don't get a comment like that, So we'll all be black sheep together, but we'll get there.
See, you say that, and I don't believe that to be true. I mean, maybe with some of the dogmatic mindsets out there, perhaps, but
Well, let me hear your thoughts.
I don't. You always say that we're the black sheep, and yeah, we. I mean, if you want to look at it that way, I guess you could say that, but we're not. We're not. It's not like we're out here causing trouble or anything like that. We're just. Some people have it tougher than others, and that would be a great subject. Why do you think that is? Why do some people, they can do it in one shot, no problem, they never look back, while others like us, right? It's not that way. Why? Emotional trauma? I'd really like to almost do a live and have that be the topic. Is it how many of us have been through an event or events in our lives that impacted us so greatly that, that's where we fall back on with the emotional eating. Maybe it's a distraction. Maybe it's just something that, I know for me, and I'm not going to go into detail, but it was the Little Debbie snack cakes that I got as a reward during traumatic events. Okay, that was my reward. And I, started at a young age, like 8?
Mm-hmm.
And even before then, I knew that I liked sugar an awful lot, but who doesn't, right? But yeah, I would like to, maybe we could do a live on that sometime.
Okay.
Next week when I'm off, on my off days. That would be something, because I'm really curious about that. How many of us are dealing with trauma?
A lot of us.
So we're not black sheep.
Okay.
We're the real warriors, because we get up and we fight every day, no matter how many times we fall down. Okay.
That'll work.
Rant over.
All right.
It's not a rant.
Smiling for you, I watched Amanda and Retired Bob for a year while sitting on the couch eating unhealthy foods. And one day I was astonished at their transformations. I could have had that too, had I did it with them. Yep. And both of them had incredible transformations.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope Amanda's doing well.
Yeah.
Really thought she would have been back by now, huh?
Yeah.
We thought she was going to pop back up and be skinny as a rail. Like, look what I did.
Right.
But so far, she's still out of the picture. Adele, I'm on a journey too. It's nice to feel like you have a connection with others going through similar situations. Thank you. Well, you're very welcome, Adele, and that's the whole point of these morning meetings. To let you know you're not alone.
Yeah.
Sense of community.
Mm-hmm.
It's very powerful no matter what substance you're trying to get out of your life. Alcohol, drugs.
But what's the difference with food?
You have to eat to live.
Gotta eat to live.
You don't have to have a beer to live.
Nope.
Cassie's always said that.
Right.
Cindy, brainwashing at its finest. Food equals happiness, fun, fellowship, emotional support, etc. Instead, I've had to switch my mindset to food equals health and physical prosperity.
Amen to that.
Yeah, and that takes a while.
Yeah.
When we were doing awesome and we lost all our weight, our one really good run, food became fuel. It was,
without a second thought.
Yeah.
We were talking about this last night. I would eat just to get it over with.
All right,
just to fuel my body. I did not enjoy it, and I missed that mindset. Now it's like, I need all the flavors. And like yesterday I had burger patties with trash cheese and sauteed mushroom and onion with a bunch of seasoning, because just a plain burger patty, it didn't sound appetizing.
Right.
But you're right about that, especially like with the commercials. All these commercials, you see everybody hanging out and having a good time, and they're smiling and they're feeling good while they're passing a bowl to somebody of potato salad or whatever. They just, I don't know. And then you remember back to being a kid, and whether it be a block party or you're going to a cookout, and you have those fond memories, a pool party, and it was all the food.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's, I get frustrated. Like, why can't I just be like normal people and just enjoy a little bit of it, and enjoy the fun?
Right.
But that's not us. That's not all of us.
No.
We just keep going,
Yeah. Look at that double chin. Oh my gosh.
I
I can't believe I let myself get to where I am.
Baby, you're looking beautiful.
Well, I know, but still, I've got dozens of pounds back on, and I'm not happy about that.
Right here. Yeah. Joy is your lesson. Good to see you, Cassie.
Thank you.
This, am I mistakenly deleted? Oh, I already did that one, huh? Yeah.
No, that's another comment, but the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Since
deleted.
September, yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys.
Mm-hmm.
My apologies. Little glitch here. Stormy, transparency with ourselves is the most important thing. Got to be honest with yourself.
Trucker Bear's in the house.
T-Bear, what's up, T-Bear? Good to see you. I'm going to do a members.
Pass that one up.
What's that?
Pass that next one up.
Okay, I'm going to probably do a members live for you tomorrow, T-Bear. You requested it because you couldn't get on because he was driving his truck. I still got to check your Facebook message. Go ahead, baby. Take over.
Okay. I want to get, there we go. There's a sweet
My
lady.
hand's going numb.
What's up, Connie?
Stretched out.
You two are the best. Well, you're the best too. Thank you for this daily motivation. Prayers for all. Yeah. Prayers for her all, and keep praying for her, and that's awesome. I just want to catch up a little bit.
Okay.
So, what's happening, John? Long
Hey, John.
time no see.
We're doing good.
Doing all right. It's hot day in Augusta, Georgia. It's hot here, but I'll tell you, after the last few days, it feels like like wintry. Oh, let's see this. I prefer CQ in many ways compared to other channels. You keep it real and actually tell your truths. Thank you. Why be anything else other than truthful, right? It just doesn't make sense. 33 years married, and hubby and I feed one another's addiction to food. Sound familiar?
Yeah.
Hey, you want to go to pizza? Hey, you want to get this?
Yep.
Saw we want and need to stop, but then go to the store or restaurant and blow it. Oh, yeah. We know that. We know that. All right, I just want to get back. Let's see. Here we go. No, I will not take that challenge. Look, I'm a good cook. There's no doubt about that, but I can't come to terms. I can't even compare to Chris. But still going back
Chris
to
has a ton of knowledge.
my fried chicken is still pretty dang good. I'm just a home cook. I love one thing I love about Chris is his food is amazing. He mimics other foods. I think Amber can attest to this, which I still haven't made it. Is the carnivore mashed potatoes. Again, that's going to feed my binge eating. I'm going to want to eat more and more and more. Like with half of my recipes, it's about that way. Mm-hmm. Like fried chicken, I eat too much, or the pizza, or this or that. The chuck roast, I eat just enough. Mm-hmm. So those recipes are a double-edged sword. It can keep you on track. It'll definitely stall you. And if you've got, binge eating disorder or anything like that, then yeah, it's gonna feed that. So yeah, I have mixed emotions on that. No, I will not.
The carnivore chefs, carnivore chef, Courtney Luna, Chris Cookie Nashville, all those recipes, and some that Cassie's done too. It's like they're all good, but you still have to moderate those, and that's the question: can you moderate them?
And if you can't moderate sad food, what makes you think that you're going to be able to moderate?
Right. There's a chance you won't be able to. So
I didn't.
Right.
I stuffed myself silly.
Right. But there are people who can. There are people who can eat strict carnivore, and then every couple of weeks have something like the carnivore mashed potatoes or the carnivore pizza, and go straight back to eating strict again. That's awesome.
But those people, that's not us.
No.
We're the black sheep again, right? I mean, that's not us. We've tried it. I've tried it. I can still binge eat.
I've seen Chris take a lot of crap in his comments. This isn't carnivore, and well, then get out of here.
Right.
He's not claiming it's strict carnivore.
Right.
So get the hell off his channel.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah.
That's another thing. But
obviously, it's not clean carnivore.
So Trucker Bear has a question. I've been considering gastric sleeve. How does that work well with carnivore? So if anybody has any insight on that, John, maybe you can give him a little inspo. Yep, absolutely. Hi, my name is Adrea, and I am a true food addict. Yep, welcome, because that's it. We all are. I'm not an alcoholic. I'm a drunkard. I choose not to drink over 6 years now. Alcoholics go to meetings to remind themselves why they are alcoholics. Yeah. I mean, I don't drink. It's very rare that I do, so I don't have any insight on that. But you.
I drink more alcohol than you could ever imagine. It's amazing I'm alive.
Choose not to eat sugar and carbs, abstinence. This is the way. I will not dispute that in any way, shape, or form. But sometimes it's hard getting back up there. Because I had that mindset a year ago. Down 100 pounds, almost 98. Let's round up though. Down 100 pounds, lighter than I was in high school. I felt like I was on top of the world. I chose not to eat it. And then I chose to eat something else. And
how much weight have you gained? I know you wanted to save it for your video, but everybody in the group.
Honestly, I don't know.
About 40 pounds?
About 40 pounds. Last check, I was 218 pounds. But I've had a few days, that's been a couple of weeks, and I've just been far too disgusted with myself to get back on the scale. I don't want any more disappointing news. I don't want to feel any worse than I already do.
I know that feeling.
Literally standing on the tracks, watching this train coming at me, and I'm walking toward it. It's like, why do you do this?
I know you're going to get back on track, though. You've seen me, really putting my foot down, leaning with the community the last, today's day 6. No more cheating.
Yeah.
No more dairy.
I'm having a hard time giving up that dairy, even though it's really not that bad, the heavy cream, and I'm not drinking as much coffee as I used to, at least not now. That could change in a few months. It really could. I could ramp it up because it is fall. Right. And that's what that has been on my mind, is fall is right around the corner. Mm-hmm. And that's when I don't know, y'all. I'm a little worried. I'm not going to lie.
You're gonna be fine, baby.
I know, because we have this amazing community.
Yeah,
and
you're gonna be fine.
We're gonna do it together.
7 stars. What's up? This way of eating helps depression so much.
Yeah.
And pray it helps my knees fully recover. These surgeries were brutal.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah, and it does help with depression.
Yeah.
We both experienced it.
You feel too good.
Yeah.
Feel amazing.
It's amazing the difference.
Kipper.
Kip. Carnivore Kip. I'm never calling you Kip more. Nah, I'm just kidding. Love you back, man.
Yeah.
It's really good to see you. Yeah. Brenda. Hey, Brenda. What is going on?
What's up, lady?
Yeah, one of the most inspirational people to me in our Carnivore Quest community on Facebook.
Yeah, she's awesome.
And she's got some adorable kids.
Yeah, and they're all getting big. My gosh.
Oh.
She is a bright light.
Yeah.
She is.
Yeah.
I mean, her smile just lights up a room.
I
can see it right now.
She should have a channel. Yeah,
right.
Right. Yeah, Brenda, we love you too.
Brenda the Comforter. That's the name of your channel.
I always feel better when I see her post.
Yeah.
Let's see. Everybody's saying hi to Kip, which ain't a bad thing to do. He's a pretty cool dude. Someone told me earlier to just eat a little pasta. That doesn't work with addiction. No.
Yeah. You can have just a little bit, just
Yeah.
one bite, and then just start back again tomorrow. Yeah, you've got those people in your ear, and then it gets you thinking. It's like, yeah, okay, I just want to fit in. I just want yeah. I don't know.
Let's see, 12:13. Oh, geez, we're still 13 minutes behind. That is crazy. Oh, let's say hi to Lulu Bug. Hey, Lulu Bug. Saying hi to Kip.
Yeah. So I think we're at the section when we're talking about trauma.
Oh, okay.
I think that's where this is at.
Little Debbie knows what your addiction is and plays you.
Yeah, little Debbie. She's such a bee, isn't she?
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Christine.
Hi.
We can do this. Can we do this? I started keto summer 19, lost 80 pounds, and so happy. Felt so good. Went on for 3 years, no problem. Struggling to stay strict. It's a must for me. Want the poison? Yeah. We all want the poison, right? Well, you did it once. Definitely do it again, Christine.
Yeah.
Just like me. Just like Cass.
Yep.
Miss Amanda, Tammy says. She helped me a lot. Yep, hoping she comes back sooner or later, and if she doesn't, just hope they're doing well. What was her husband's name? Rick? No. Gosh.
I have no idea. What does Gidget say? Go to Gidget.
Okay, all right. I caused a storm making a comment about a channel a while back. They made me feel that if you can't stay on track, why bother? You keep it real and help me keep going.
Yeah.
Awesome, Gidget.
That's that dogmatic.
We call the dogmatic
attitude,
idiots.
And I just, it really makes it. That had part to do with my stepping away from the channel. I got so sick of it. I thought, who are you? You've not walked in my shoes, and you can't reason with these people. I mean, I kind of get it. I know how I felt last year. I was humbled real quick. Like, again, it's like, okay, no, you don't have this, and you may never have this, and you always have to eat this way. And that, even though you feel good, and it takes away the depression, it can backfire too. That makes me a little depressed sometimes, knowing that this is always going to be the way. It has to be the way. So I need my glasses now.
I need my glasses.
I can't see without my glasses.
Coco Bear, thank you for the morning meetings. You are so welcome. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't happen unless you guys showed up.
That's a fact.
And if they're helping you out, I promise you they're helping me out just as much, maybe even more. So I really appreciate it.
See, Christine and we're in the same spot right now.
Yeah, up 45
that's
pounds. Can't keep myself on track.
It's so hard, isn't it? Yeah. But it's a simple diet. And I think once we get past, 2 weeks.
Simple, not easy.
Right. Simple, not easy. But 2 weeks. You could pass 2 weeks. I think you're going to be doing a lot better, and just stay full. I need to take my own advice. Just stay full.
Stay full.
Always.
Cordelia. Hey, Cordelia.
Hi.
Are you a new member? Love the community. It's good to see you.
Cordelia, she was here last night, wasn't she? Was she with us last night? I believe so.
Sometimes it takes me, 3, 4, 5 times seeing somebody, and then it's like, oh, okay, remember. So, if you were here, my apologies. Catch up a little bit. Praying for you, 7 stars, very cool. Awesome, Shellbell. Christine.
Yes.
Stay with Christine.
That comment.
Go ahead and read it.
Oh, okay.
No.
I thought you were ready to.
Well, I was going to, but
Fine.
yes.
It's true. Won't give up. The knowledge I've gained has kept me from regaining all of it, and that is absolutely right. That's right. I think it's poison. What are they doing to the food? This ultra processed food. So many people are sick, and that is something that, keeps me fighting. No matter how tough the battle. What's up, Dustin?
Good to see you, my friend.
Yeah.
I'm going to go down a little bit. Yeah, we were just talking about this, Dustin. My wife and I can keep each other on track, but we can also derail each other too. But I wouldn't be here where I am without her.
Yeah.
That's so true. We talk each other into it, Hey, buddy, let's go.
Battle buddy.
Right. Sherry, very, very generous of you. Thank you very much. Here's a little
That's
pocket
sweet.
change to go towards snow cone machine and a bottle of pickle juice, perfect for cravings. Sending love, light. Yeah, we had this conversation a couple of meetings ago.
Oh yeah.
She had a great suggestion about a snow cone machine. I was looking at some of them on Amazon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, put the element in there. Yeah. We've never owned a snow cone machine. It'd be really good in summertime. Thanks again, Sherry. Very generous of you.
Melissa has a question down too. There you go.
Question: why does 4 boiled eggs feel like more food than 4 scrambled eggs? Interesting. That's exactly what I had for lunch yesterday, and it'll be in my vlog tonight at 6. Well, it's part of my lunch, and it was pretty filling. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you know why that is?
Nope. I do not. Terry, go to the one below. I love that so many of you call for a cookbook, but I'm not going to do that. I don't. There's no need to sell them when I've got them all on YouTube. You guys, and you can see me live and in person. It's not fun as that sounds. That sounds extremely stressful. I just like to cook and play around with food. I don't want to make a cookbook or anything like that. So,
John says gastric sleeve, don't do it.
yeah.
Okay. John would know.
There you go. Aaron. Wait, no. Go back up one. There you go.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I had gastric bypass years ago. If I only knew then what I know now.
Yeah.
Okay.
People end up regaining. Like my cousin.
Right.
She was very large, and she had the gastric bypass. Not only did she lose a bunch of her hair, she regained all of her weight and got sick again. If you don't take on the real problem, you're always going to fall back, whether it's gastric bypass, whether it's carnivore, whether it's keto, the sugar diet. If you're taking pills or you're injecting yourself with the GLP-1, if you don't have your ducks in a row, you're always going to fight with something. It's always, for some of us, it's always going to be a battle. So, and I don't know how we're going to overcome this mountain and always stick with it. I don't.
Yeah, we talked about that in yesterday's meeting. As far as the future plans, we'll be fine.
I
You
know.
just got to get there first.
I worry more than you do.
Sherry, make some element jello and keep it on hand if you want a snack or something. Super yummy and is great if you have a binge craving.
Hello,
That's
Jello.
great. That is great advice. I bought the stuff to make like gummy worms and gummy bears with the elements, and I haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna wrap us up, babe. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's just get this.
Okay.
I saw I agree, Carrie, and I'm like, okay. The Perfect Carnivores remind me of Dodgeball with Ben Stiller. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Maybe they haven't had their real struggle yet, or they're just hiding stuff. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Maybe. I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway.
Yeah, we're all caught up.
And I don't think they get it either. Like if you take the Spats, for example, I'm not trying to knock them down, but she was what, 29, maybe 30. So she had been overweight for a while, but not like most of us. I mean, we're 50.
I think she was like 34. They've been on Carnivore like 6 years. Yeah.
So they young, very young. And
but there's a big difference too. Chris and Laura didn't lose their weight on their channel. They lost the weight. They were looking great, and then they started a channel.
Yeah.
There's a different dimension to it, you know.
True.
For sure. I mean, there's a few people that have done it on. We were the first to ever attempt it, but Carnivore Kip. Who else?
Amanda,
me.
And then I mean, as far as like
couple.
more well known, yeah, Carnivore Couple. But there are a lot of other channels, and it's really sad that they'll start this channel for their carnivore journey, and you get frustrated, and you drop the channel. You know, you have a slip up, or there aren't enough people watching, or whatever. Look, if that was absolutely necessary for us to keep going, here we are. Because I don't know, 2 years ago, if I would have fallen off the wagon, if I would have got back up. And it helped. I'm an adult.
And it helped, you know. When I got sober from alcohol, one of the hobbies I picked up was video editing, and I taught myself, you know, so that helped, and I enjoy it. But yeah, like Frig No Freedom, he documented all his weight loss, but he didn't start his channel. Like he wasn't fat, you know, when he started on his channel, but it really doesn't matter, you know. But a lot of influencers have never even been fat. Like Steak and Butter Gal, Bella. Yeah, I don't think she's ever been overweight. But she cleared up her acne and stuff like that. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's all good.
These glasses? No. These are gray. Boy.
I don't know how we got on that, talking about...
Perfect Carnivores?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, because most of our audience isn't perfect. We have a few who do. They're solid, but they always root us on.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it.
Oh.
Ha 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 ha. Oh, I had to go to a funeral.
Oh.
Hey, T.
Sorry,
It's good to see you. Oh. Bella lost 40 pounds, though.
I wish that's all I had to lose.
Nice.
There's a big difference between having to lose
40
40 pounds and having to lose 120 pounds.
Right.
About 80 pounds.
Very cool. All right, guys. We're going to wrap this up. We've been going over an hour. We really appreciate you guys stopping by. I'm going to say it again. It's been doing wonders for keeping me on track. This and the daily vlogs. But yeah, we'll see about the daily vlogs. That might turn into a daily stream in the evening.
I think that's best.
Well, we're going to try it for a week,
yeah.
You know, and go from there. But we're going to continue with for me to continue the morning meetings, which I really like. Yeah, something's got to change in the evening, because I'll let you guys in on a little secret. I got to bed last night at 5 a.m. because I was editing a video.
A video.
Now, granted, it was a sponsored video by Element, so it's a little...
There was a deadline.
A little more important, you know what I mean? But, yeah, that's not going to work.
No, it's not. It's not. So, anyway.
All right, guys, we love you. And we'll see you in the next one, all right? You going to say it?
Remember,
Go
no
ahead.
sugar, no carbs, and no cheese.